everybody, I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
And today we're here seeing Wicked at the Fox Theater.
Hey guys, I hope you can see me because this camera is too close to my face. Okay, anyway, we are on our way to the Fox Theater in Atlanta to see the play Wicked.
Yay! Wicked!
I have never been to the Fox. You haven't been to the Fox before, so this is our first time. So we're excited. It's a matinee, so we're just kind of normal. Got a nice sweater on. You look nice.
You look nice today too.
Thank you. Anyway, so we can't take cameras in, so I don't know how much we'll be able to show you, but we'll be able to tell you about what it was like, and hopefully maybe some iPhone pics of just like the actual theater itself. We hear it's gorgeous. So let's go.
Okay guys, you can barely see us. Can you see my hand? But we made it inside. So the show's gonna start in about maybe 30 minutes. So we'll report back after it's over, but so far I think it's really pretty. It's nice.
It is. It's very pretty.
Yeah, so we just wanted to say hi. Look out for those pictures.
So this is like my first time in a really, really long time going to see a musical or a play. I know we've been to the Cobb Energy Center here and we've seen some performances, but it's been quite a while.
Yeah.
And this was my first time ever going to the Fox.
Mine too. I've driven by there a couple of times, but never actually been inside. And I've heard great things, but you know, this was our first time.
And as my husband knows, I'm not a huge fan of the crowds and the city life in Atlanta, so I was a little bit worried the parking was going to be horrible and lines were going to be horrible. And we did have a little bit of a line. First, parking wasn't bad at all, so we parked in the blue lot.
In the blue lot over where the Emory building is, off of Ponce.
So yeah. I think it was like a block up and over,
yeah,
so it
really
wasn't
easy.
too bad.
Yeah.
And then the line for the Fox, there was a line to get in. We got there probably about 45 minutes before the show started, 45 minutes to an hour. There was a little line, but it was because they hadn't opened the doors on the side we're in. So what's good to know is there are multiple entrances, so you don't have to go in under the famous Fox sign.
Yeah.
There's actually side entrances as well that are open, and those people actually got in before we did.
Yeah, but the lady also told you when we were going in that they have stairs on that side.
Yes.
So just to note, if you go in on the side entrance of the Fox Theater, there are stairs over there. There weren't stairs in the front entrance of the Fox Theater,
Right.
so just take that into account.
And we were actually sitting in section C, and so which is downstairs middle. And so what you'll see is if you go into the main theater doors, you walk right in front of section C.
Yeah.
So if your section C is where you're sitting, go through the main doors. You'll be like, bam,
Right there.
right in front of it.
Yep.
So one thing I would say is I was concerned because we were sitting so far back that we weren't going to be able to see very well. But I have to say, as far back as we were able to see pretty well. I don't think there's probably not a bad seat in the house if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Except maybe up tight up on the corner somewhere, like in the balcony and stuff. But honestly, as far back as we were, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I didn't see any problems with it at all. Yeah.
So one of the things I would like to mention is actually the sound. So the sound in the actual Fox Theater, we were sitting in the back. It wasn't as loud as I had wanted it to be. It almost felt like it was playing more forward. So those people who were closer to the stage, I'm sure could hear fine. But being towards the back, it wasn't clear enough for me to always hear and understand what was being said or what they were singing. I mean, it wasn't horrible, so I could still hear and stuff, but I would prefer it to have been a little louder.
Yeah, and I don't know if that has something to do with the musical or if that's just how it's always played in the Fox Theater. So I don't know if it could have been just the way that they just performed or they had it set up that night or something like that. Because it seemed like there were speakers above us on that back row, but they just weren't on.
Now, a couple more things that I'd like to mention. One thing I didn't know about the Fox, and I don't know how I feel about it, so let's talk about this real quick.
Okay.
Is people entering the theater late. Oh my gosh. Okay, so one thing that they do, which is great. First, let me say, people know that this musical is going to start on time regardless, which I think is fantastic. That's what it should do.
Yeah.
People got there, they were milling around. I don't know what they were doing. And I understand sometimes you get caught in traffic. It is Atlanta, blah, blah, blah. So I expect a couple people to walk in late. That's fine. But what they do is keep you outside during the initial, the first song that was done.
Yep.
So everybody, I guess, who was late had to stand outside. So once they opened it up and let people in, while the musical's still going now, it was like the floodgates open. There were hundreds of people that walked in there late, and they just took me out of watching it because I was like, what are all these? I mean, literally, because they're walking in front of you. Yeah. They're talking. They don't know where their seats are. Yeah, I'm telling you, that bothered me. I think, I wonder if they do that on Broadway. There's such a respect, I think, for musicals and things like that. You just get there on time, unless there's an emergency. Like I said, had there been a handful of people, wouldn't have mattered. There were hundreds of people. Yeah. Just packed, walking down every aisle, not knowing where they were going. It's dark. I didn't like that. And
it wasn't even just at the beginning of the musical either. It was also right after intermission. So after intermission, they did the exact same thing in Act 2, where there was like they start the Act 2, and then right after the first song, they let people in who went out and stayed a little bit too long.
And I think one thing that probably happened that people didn't know, because I wouldn't have known this either, if you get up to leave to go to the restroom, which you can absolutely do, in the first half, they do not allow people just to walk back in when they feel like it.
Yep.
So it will mean that there are going to be more people waiting to come back in when they finally do let you in. So if you walk out, you may be out there 15 minutes, even though you only intended to be out there 5, because you cannot, again, during the whole first part of the musical, you can't come back in when you want to. It's during designated times. And so that's probably another reason it felt like, oh my gosh, it's a whole crowd of people, because maybe 1 or 2 people walked out at a time, but after 15 minutes they've kind of amassed, and now they're all walking back in.
Yeah.
And it's just disruptive.
Yeah.
But I did hear that after intermission and past that first song or 15 minutes or whatever, you can come and go as you please. They don't care as much on the second half as they do the first. All right, so now let's get into the actual review, what we thought, and our favorite parts.
I thought it was fantastic. I would give this an A-. The only minus that I would get away from is what she was saying earlier about the music not being here to her all the way back to the back, but I thought every single performer did a fantastic job. Elphaba? Yeah, Elphaba was my favorite. She's probably everybody's favorite. And Glinda. Is it Glinda or is it Glinda? The G is silent. She was fantastic. I loved all the musical numbers. I think Defying Gravity, of course, is everybody's favorite. The Wizard and I, and Popular. Popular?
I don't know what it was called, but that's what she was saying in the song.
Oh, yeah, that was my favorite. But, I just love the whole story. You see how things were, how things came about. Like, well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there are things about The Wizard of Oz that are kind of twisted a little bit different than what you know already. I find it interesting who would actually come to see this if they haven't seen The Wizard of Oz. And I know this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I think that this is actually better than The Wizard of Oz.
Well, I personally, going into this, I've heard of Wicked, didn't know anything about the story, I was majorly impressed. It was not what I thought it was going to be, even from the beginning. I thought there was female empowerment. I mean, you know, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. And my absolute favorite part, and all I'll say is it's the first time that we meet the wizard. I feel like that's where I saw the money that they spent on this show, aside from the cast.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was awesome.
I agree with that. Yeah, that was a surprise.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, but I mean, great costumes, great set design, great all that stuff. I mean, it was lighting. Oh yeah,
the lighting was awesome. Singing was fantabulous. It was really great, and unfortunately, they don't allow us to record in there or whatever, so we are going to act it out for you really briefly on our no budget scale, so you can have a little idea about what this musical is about.
Okay, didn't expect this, but let's see.
Wait, we have to get in costume.
Hi, I'm Glinda. I am the best person that there ever is.
Why do they want to silence all the animals?
Because we don't really care about animals. All we do is care about being popular. Hello, I'm Glinda.
I despise you.
Who cares? No, what is it? Toss, toss.
I want you to join the class.
Okay, fine. I'll join the class. Gosh.
You're supposed to like me now. We're friends.
Oh, that's right. You're my best friend ever. We're going to be like sisters. I'm going to doll you up and I'm going to make you all beautiful. And then you're going to be popular with, like, all the classmates.
How do I be popular?
Oh, this is how you be popular. You're just like, toss, toss.
Oh, okay. Toss, toss? Did that work?
No, it's like this. Toss, toss.
Oh, okay. Toss, toss.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Ball gown.
Looks the same.
It didn't work. Ball gown. You look good in black.
I defy gravity. How does it actually go? That doesn't sound right.
It's
sing
close.
it. No, sing it. I want to hear you sing it, and then I'll sing it again.
No.
I want to sing it right. Defying gravity.
Yeah, something like that.
Defying gravity.
Look, Pop-Tart was the same too.
Defying.
Okay, well, we hope that you enjoyed that.
Wait! I'm melting!
So, if you have a chance and it's in your area, please make sure you go see Wicked. It is fantastic.
Awesome.
Yes.
We will. Well, I was gonna say we'll put. We'll do a screenshot at the end of this of all the names and people.
Oh yeah.
It's important, and we'll also include. So this, anytime they make any changes, they do notify you. So there are a couple of changes to who played different characters in the musical. So we'll include those as well, just so you know.
Yep. So we hope that you found this video fun, and we hope that you enjoyed it. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know every single time we post new videos every Thursday. Have a great day.
Bye.
It's all backwards.
I don't think it matters. Like a headband. Coming to America.
You didn't point.
God, I'm dangerous.
What are you thinking about?
Okay,
Elphaba? Get it together, Elphaba. Get it together. Okay.
New boy in school is so cute. Okay. Defying gravity.
Defying gravity.
What?
Defying gravity.
Defying gravity.
You know what that sounds like?
That's my Whitney Houston version. That's exactly what I was doing. Defying gravity. I could have been an understudy.